Hi, everyone. This is Fubacabra. I'm going to talk today a little bit about Alexandra Rodriguez's dog that she gave away or rehomed called Coco. I am thinking that she gave this dog away because she is impatient and lazy and couldn't handle keeping up with a teeny tiny little dog. She claims it was because he has aggressive behavior and a biting problem. Um, it's possible. However, I think she knew what she signed up for. I think she knew that was a possibility, and she shouldn't have signed that adoption contract if she knew that this dog was going to have special needs. So I'm going to give you a little bit of information about how this whole situation could have been avoided. It's a living, breathing creature. She should have put more time and thought into making this commitment, and she didn't. And it's very telling of her attitude as a person. If it's not obvious, I got some bias. I don't like the girl. Take that as you will. I'll do my best to, just show you the facts. I'm going to keep it clear, concise, sequential. Let's get started. So back in 2017, which is not very long ago, she seems to think it was a decade ago that she last rehomed a pet, but it was in 2017. She got a kitten. She gave it away very quickly. The reasoning for why she did so has never been clear. She gives conflicting stories, which is a common practice of hers. That was still fresh in people's minds when on May 22nd of this year, she announced they are adopting Coco. Now, if you dig around, you can find Coco's pet finder and his adopt a pet pages that describe who he is as a little dog. He has some behavioral issues. He is very nervous. He can't be around small children. He has some nervousness around other dogs, too. And he needs somebody who is patient and willing to give him the time that he needs to adjust. Now, she read all of that. I'm sure she was explained to it in greater detail by the adoption agency. She still signed that adoption contract and took Coco home. After taking Coco home, we see a whole lot of videos about his time adjusting, and to be honest, it looked pretty good. I think if you read between the lines and if you paid close attention, like all of us obsessive haters do on the gossip forums, you would notice that maybe things weren't quite as they seemed. Now, who knows if it's the aggression that caused Alex to act as she did, or if it was just her consistently lazy behavior that caused her to act as she did. I don't really know if Coco caused Alex to be a certain way, or if Alex caused Coco to be a certain way. Do you pick up what I'm saying? But there are little things that I can show you and tell you, and you can make up your mind on that. So we'll take a look at that, and then after all this time of things looking great with Coco, besides those little things that if you read between the lines, we see her ask for advice on Instagram stories regarding Coco's anxiety. She responds to some of those comments. People are telling her to get a crate, which is something that the adoption profile originally mentioned. She never got him a crate. She did say she ordered one. However, she says that she ordered one she says that in a response to a follower on the 15th. Yet, by August 23rd of this year, she announces that they have given Coco away. Yeah, I don't know. We've got a 93-day span here, the 22nd of May to the 23rd of August. That is the maximum amount of time that she had Coco. That doesn't sound like a solid effort to me. Again, I will let you make that decision for yourself. So, like I said, on Pet Finder and Adopt a Pet, it is very clear that Coco has special needs and needs somebody who will dedicate a lot of time to him. Uh, Now, Alex, the self proclaimed dog expert, should be able to spot those red flags that were in his adoption profile. And I'm sure that the agency was more explicit with their explanation of why Coco is the way that he is. So let's say that they were forthcoming about his issues with aggression and biting. I'm going to show you some video clips that make me think that she either outright ignored them or he never had those aggression issues to begin with. So let's watch a few video clips. Let's start with this one.
Hi, Coco Man. Hi, Coco Man. Hi. Boop. Boop.
Okay, sticking her fingers in his mouth when he's a biter? I mean, I don't know, that seems conflicting.
Boop, 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 boop. You need to train him. He's a little wild. This only happens when I put him on the couch because he loves the fabric, so chill. I can't even imagine when I have kids because, the people of the internet are wild. Don't do this, don't do that. Ugh.
Okay, I mean, ignoring her awful attitude during that clip, she's sticking her fingers in his mouth and, I would say, aggravating him. If you have a dog that you're trying to get out of biting habits, you wouldn't do that. And later on in the timeline, when I show you her rant video, she's talking about, or I think it's actually in her post on Instagram too when she gave him away, she's saying they're working with a trainer for months. I feel like a trainer wouldn't tell you to do that. I mean, again, I'm not a dog expert, so I don't know, but that's my perspective. Then let's watch this video. This one's a little bit different. Like these last two that I showed you, I feel like it's very clear that she is antagonizing him and she is not doing something you do to a dog that has aggression or biting issues. This video clip cracks me up, though.
That's stinking cute. Are you cozy?
Have you ever had a dog look at you like that? That's what a dog who fucking hates you looks at you like. I feel like that he might be showing some aggression there. It could be a reach. I am trying to like play devil's advocate for myself though. Like maybe he really did have a problem and maybe, maybe she is being forthcoming about it. Either way, she still shouldn't have adopted the dog in the first place. But that little look I think is telling to me. Like I've only had a dog look at me like that when it's, territorial and ready to snap. Something else in this video, the oil diffuser thing, I don't know what to call it. People were telling her left and right to get rid of it because it could cause issues with his breathing, and she never listened. Which that goes back with my original story of her just being not willing to put the time and effort into pet care. Okay, let's go back to this little list here. So along with the video clips that I just showed you, uh, keeping in mind that Coco's adoption profile and what she agreed to said that he's, nervous. He's nervous around new people and he needs that time to adjust. We saw multiple family gatherings with people unfamiliar to Coco. Of course, maybe she introduced him to them one by one before she turned on the camera. Something tells me that didn't happen. We saw him meet Max, that's her mom's dog, while he was off leash. That doesn't seem like a great idea for a dog who has a history of being nervous around other dogs. We see him left alone for long periods of time, such as the honeymoon. I guess he wasn't alone, but he wasn't with his owner. It can cause some, some anxiety for the dog. We also saw the frequent pup cups, despite her being told that it wasn't healthy for the dog, and she continued. The pet finder and the adopt a pet profile mention issues with joints, and we know that weight is not good on joints, so why give your dog a bunch of whipped cream? And then also little bits here and there where you can really see Alex's frustration with the dog come through on camera, such as cutting videos short once the dog starts barking and just general like eye rolling and looking irritated. Again, these are all things that lead me to believe that the biting and over aggression is not the full story. Okay, so let's take a look at her statement once they got rid of Coco. I'm not going to read the whole thing. You are welcome to pause and see for yourself. On the left is the image that she posted on Instagram. On the right is the caption she put under this image. So she says that she is devastated to tell you that they've decided to rehome Coco. It took a lot of thought. It was a hard decision. He was having severe issues with attacking people and biting out of nowhere. We didn't see improvement, and there was several attacks the last few months. Remember, they've only had the dog for a max of 93 days. So is the attacking and biting out of nowhere? Is it in the last few months? It doesn't line up. Somebody had to have stitches. It was her mom. She posted a picture of the wound on Instagram stories at some point. That's a whole nother debacle. That doesn't seem. It's a little bit sus, the wound thing. Again, carry on in the comments with that if you want. Okay, so she's talking about how distressing this is for her. She's sick. She's got bronchitis. She's going to miss her friend Gabby when she moves. During this time, she is posting video clips of herself on Instagram stories, like coughing profusely, like a gross bronchitis cough, which this is not the first time she's posted herself, like very, very, very sick on Instagram right after something that is or could be a controversy. Like she's playing that I'm sick, feel bad for me card, which is manipulative in my mind at least. All right, here is the same post there, but in line with the adopt a pet profile. So mentioning that Coco gets nervous, that he needs a home without small children. Again, in her post, she's saying that he was biting people out of nowhere, and her and her husband are approaching trying for children in their future. So then why adopt that dog? That tells me that this whole thing wasn't in line with her picture perfect idea of a little lap dog, purse dog, and he had to go. This picture is out of place. But this is a picture of Coco being left outside by the pool by himself. At the time when I was seeing this kind of stuff, I was more mad. Now I'm chuckling a little bit because I guess he's with somebody else. He's with a better owner, so now it's like you can kind of be relieved of it. But looking back, it's just, she's laughable with the way that she cares for animals. All right, so let's watch her rant. I'm going to put this on 2x speed. You can slow down the video if you want. So this rant comes out after a bunch of comments are left on her post about Coco, about rehoming Coco. Comments are also left on her TikToks of Coco that she's left up. One's talking about how wonderful and great and perfect he is. The comments that I'm going to show you after this video, these are the ones that she's talking about in the video. So yeah, let's watch the video. I'll play it on 2x.
I'm going to say this once because I just need to clarify it. When the trolls are like, Alex has rehomed every pet she's ever had. I've rehomed one pet before to my cousin. It was a kitten I had in my old Boston apartment like almost a decade ago that I wasn't allowed to have and I didn't know. And my cousin took the kitten after a couple days and she still has the kitten and, well, the cat now, and she loves the cat. There have not been a bunch of animals that have been rehomed. Like, I'm very salty about people giving me crap about Coco because I've been in emotional hell for over a week, and it's not going to get easier for a while. I'm gutted that Coco didn't work out here, but he's so happy. I'm not going to talk about this again, but I'm just extremely frustrated that people don't think that I did everything possible. And I can't just sit here and defend myself every day, but like, sorry, that cut off. But I've just been seeing some absolutely absurd comments, and yes, I'm a public figure, and yes, people can talk about me, and yes, I have a lot of trolls. But like, I've seen people saying that I'm manipulating you guys and faking my illness to get sympathy about Coco. What the fuck? No, you guys saw me at urgent care. I've had like severe bronchitis. I'm finally feeling a little better, but that's just sick. Like, trolls will be trolls. You guys are gonna say we're gonna say, no, you're not watching this because you're fucking cuckoo. But literally, people who talk shit about strangers on the internet, like who make continuous fake accounts, I don't rant like this much anymore because you guys literally like, don't take up much of my headspace anymore. But like, seek therapy. I truly don't like going on these rants. I'm all about the positive vibes here. I'm all about spreading positivity online. But like, I'm speaking up right now because I'm absolutely livid that anyone would think anything less than I love Coco with my whole heart. It's fucking National Dog Day. I've been sitting here all day, just honestly on and off crying all day. I miss that little guy so much, but when he bit the shit out of my mom and she had to get stitches, that was my mom, by the way, not my aunt. So praise the moon. It was my mother, who he loved. Unfortunately, he had a lot of outbursts, and it was not something that I felt safe with, and especially for my future kids after training. We had a really bad attack with our niece, a really bad attack with our mom. We had a few like pretty bad ones with Yar with me. Like it. Trust me, Coco needs to be with one singular person. If he gets territorial, just trust me. You don't even know how many people I've talked to, how many professionals I've talked to, how many people we've worked with. Coco is with the best possible one we can be with. This woman is a retired dog trainer. She is patient. She knew everything about Coco going into it. She sends me updates. He's doing great. She's working on training him and just giving him tons of love. And again, that's the only thing I need through this. So don't you dare minimize the pain that I've been going through because of this. People will never know how much I love that dog and how much I wish it could have worked. And I can't wait to be a dog mom again in the future someday. Oh, and also, just that I'm on this right now, the thing is, with the internet, naturally as a big person, I am considered lazy. And that is another reason I'm so ramped up right now because I know a lot of people probably just assumed that I was lazy and didn't do everything I possibly could to make it work with this dog. And that is infuriating because I do not let my size hold me back. I'm also, you guys know in my life, I'm the furthest thing from lazy, and I put my heart and soul into this relationship with the dog and making sure that he had everything he needed and everything that we were supposed to do. So that's just another frustration of like being labeled as a lazy person because I'm big. It's not right. Again, I'm done. I'm not talking about this anymore because honestly, it's too painful. It's too infuriating because no one will ever know how many tears I cried, how many breakdowns I had, and how it was the hardest decision. But I knew it was best for Coco. He does not do well around kids. He does not do well around like families. He's a one-person kind of dog, and that is who he's with now. And it was the hardest decision. And I'm sorry I'm getting ramped up again. I'm gonna go, but like, I'm freaking losing my voice. Like, oh, Alex is a manipulator. Like, why would I waste the energy? Like, I have to tell you guys things. I want it to be honest. Oh, Alex, why about a tummy tuck? Yeah, because you guys are mean. You guys are so mean. And trust me, there's so many of you guys who are amazing and sweet and wonderful, and oh my god, I love you so much. But a lot of y'all are just mean, and this pandemic has made you all even meaner. So you know what? If you're watching this, go do something nice for the love of God. Go do something nice because this world is ugly enough, and I'm over it. I'm over it. Be nice. Just freaking be nice.
So we've seen this behavior before. She gets backed into a corner. She goes on her rants and kind of rambles and goes off topic. It's behavior that tells me that we're not hearing the whole truth. And she is trying really hard to defend herself because she knows she's in the wrong. That's my impression of all of this. I'm going to go through and show a few comments now. Oops, excuse me. Didn't mean to play that again. I'm going to show some comments. You're welcome to pause and read through them. She mentions in that rant video that people something about like uh assuming that she's lazy because she's big. I did not see any comments like that. Um I don't know, maybe she deleted them super quickly, but these are the types of comments that I saw after she announced Coco going away. I think a lot of them have been deleted. You are welcome again to go through these and pause. These are from there's a few that are from like the same account where people are replying, but these are from different accounts. She mentions people who make fake accounts. I think that there are a few people who do, but these are all from different accounts. People with, you know, pictures and lots of activity on Instagram. So anyhow, uh, figure it out for yourself, or I guess come to your own decision, not figure it out for yourself, but come to your own decision. I think it was a lazy, impatient owner. I think that this dog was done dirty. And I think that both Alex, her husband, the adoption agency, her mother, I think people should have helped her come to a better decision that did not include adopting this dog and potentially regressing some of the behaviors that people before Alex have been working to fix or get rid of or improve. All right. Thank you for listening.